up, everybody out there watching this? This is my Monday Night Raw. Brand new. They kept repeating it. This is a brand new Raw. Well, this is a brand new review. This is my Monday Night Raw, new era, brand new Monday Night Raw, new review. Hope you enjoy it. Follow me on Twitter at TNA Guy. That's where I tweet live wrestling shows from and pay-per-views probably 90% of the time. Also follow my other account on Twitter at NXT Guy. Also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'd really appreciate it. If you're a big wrestling fan like me, hopefully you will enjoy the videos I've made in the past. So here we go with a brand new Raw review for the brand new Monday Night Raw. The first Raw after the draft. The draft was on SmackDown Live. So this was a new Raw. A lot of new talent on the new Raw. Raw kicked off with a new theme song. Sounded pretty good to me. Sounded better than the old theme. I think the old Raw theme was done by this is a guess, I'm not sure, but I think the old Raw theme was done by Linkin Park. I'm not sure about that, but it sounded like Linkin Park. The new Raw theme, I don't know who does it, kind of reminded me of Metallica a little bit, and I love Metallica. So, good Raw theme, new Raw theme, it was good. Sounded good, sounded badass, and a good opening Raw, new Raw opening video. So the show kicks off with Mick Foley and Stephanie. Mick Foley, I believe, is standing in the ring, or he came out with his music, and then he introduced the commissioner, Stephanie McMahon. They kick off the show, and the rosters are on the stage, standing on the stage. And Mick Foley says, tonight, a new era starts. The new era starts tonight. And they announced, Stephanie and Mick Foley announced that tonight we're going to have two Fatal 4-Ways. The winners of each Fatal 4-Way will be in the Raw main event. And the winner of the Raw main event goes on to SummerSlam to face the number one draft pick for Raw, Seth Rollins. So the winner of tonight's Raw main event would go face Seth Rollins at SummerSlam for the new title for Raw. It's not the World Heavyweight Championship. I'm glad it's not, because we already saw that. No reason to bring it back. It's an old belt. It needs to go away. This is a new era. So, the new belt is, the new title for Raw is called the WWE Universal Championship, because they have the WWE Universe. They've been promoting the fans for years and years and years. They've been calling the fans the WWE Universe. So the title, that makes sense. Why not call it the WWE Universal Championship? So the Universal Championship, we will have a new champion, new Universal Champion at SummerSlam. And here we go with I already started the review. So here we go with the first Fatal 4-Way of the night. Kicked off Raw, the first match of the night, right after the opening segment promo, which was pretty short. Only was about 10 minutes or less, and that's a good thing. No more long, boring Authority promos. Please don't have Raw turn into 20-minute boring promos by Stephanie and Triple H. Hopefully Triple H doesn't even have to appear on Raw, because why should he? He doesn't have to. In my opinion, he shouldn't. He should just stay backstage. Triple H doesn't have to return to the company, to the WWE main roster. He doesn't have to show up, in my opinion, until before WrestleMania, before he works a WrestleMania match. And Triple H is doing great things as a COO backstage. I think he had an influence tonight on Vince, because a lot of stuff was new. A lot of stuff changed. Finally, we got change. Real change on Raw. Will it last? I hope so. Tonight was a great start to the new era on Raw, the new Monday Night Raw. So the first Fatal 4-Way was Cesaro, Mick Foley, Stephanie. They picked the people that would be in the 2 Fatal 4-Ways, 8 guys total. The first Fatal 4-Way was Cesaro. Rusev, the U.S. Champion, Kevin Owens, and Finn Balor was a part of the first match on the new Raw. That was a great first match. It was a pretty good Fatal 4-Way. Very good. It wasn't the best match of the night, but it was very good. Finn Balor wins. I wasn't surprised. I wasn't shocked. I thought Finn Balor would win. Very happy Finn Balor won. It was awesome that he would go into the Raw main event on his WWE Raw debut. And Balor wins his first Raw debut match. I'll talk about his second in a little bit. So Finn Balor wins a first Fatal 4-Way on to the next match, which was Nia Jax, making her Raw debut, main roster debut on Raw. Nia Jax up against Britt Baker. I think that's how you say her first name, Britt. Britt Baker. She's from the Indies. That's what someone on Twitter told me. She's an indie wrestler. I thought she was. And I think she might have worked in NXT before. I don't remember. She probably did. Just a job. But she was probably in NXT before. Anyways, Nia Jax wins very quickly. Very convincingly. Nia Jax wins in about 1 or 2 minutes. Destroys Baker really quick. It was kind of funny to see Raw go back to like 93 when they had jobbers appear and basically lay down and do the job for the main roster stars or the main superstars. And Raw and SmackDown are going to have to do that. They are going to have to bring in some jobbers. They're going to have to bring in wrestlers we don't know, that we've never heard of, that we've never seen before. I mean, some guys, like the guy that faced Braun Strowman, that guy looked like he couldn't kick anybody's ass in a real fight or even win a match. But we're going to have to get jobbers on Raw and SmackDown. SmackDown not as much because it's only 2 hours, but Raw is going to have to go back a little bit to probably using 2 jobbers every Raw. 2 or 3 jobbers every Raw, in my opinion. Because Raw has a pretty deep roster, but they don't have as many people as they used to have before. So they're going to have to use jobbers to get new guys over, new stars over on the roster like Braun, Nia Jax. And you could use jobbers for other new stars to get them over and to push them and to make them look good and make them look strong. So Nia Jax wins. I knew she would. Everybody on this planet knew she would. Even a blind person knew Nia Jax was going to win against Britt Baker. Up next, we had the next Fatal 4-Way going into hour number 2. The next Fatal 4-Way. Hour number 1 only had 2 matches, but that's okay. Hour number 1 to me flew by really quick. So the next Fatal 4-Way was Shame-Ass. Shame-Ass. Not Sheamus. Shame-Ass. That rooster-looking fuck. Shame-Ass. Sami Zayn, Roman Reigns, and Y2J Chris Jericho were in the next Fatal 4-Way. Winner would go to the main event to face Finn Balor. Who wins it? It was pretty obvious. Roman Reigns was going to win. I thought that maybe Jericho would win and we would get a heel Jericho against Finn Balor. Because Jericho and Finn Balor, it's rumored they're going to start a program, but I don't think they are anymore. Those plans are probably out the window because it's Finn versus Rollins at SummerSlam. So Reigns wins. I was not surprised. Sami Zayn put on a great performance. Even though he's selling injuries, the guy's not injured. He's probably beat up, but I don't believe Sami Zayn is injured. He's just great at selling. So Roman Reigns wins. We all expected it. I would like to see Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor in the main event. That would have been a great match. But it's okay, Reigns won because he jobbed. Up next, After Reigns wins a second Fatal 4-Way, up next we have a New Day celebration. Because the New Day is the longest reigning tag team champions. Also, the New Day was celebrating that their new cereal, Booty-O's, is coming out. I gotta buy those Booty-O's, and I got me a bowl of those Booty-O's. Wherever they're selling them, I gotta find out. I forget the website. But I'm going to get me some Booty-O's for damn sure. I'm going to get Booty-O's. I might not get them right away, but I will have Booty-O's, and I will have a box of Booty-O's by the end of the year to show on one of my videos. So the New Day celebration, then they get attacked, and the New Day is still super over. Tons of New Day Rocks chants are really over. Luke Gallows, and Carl Anderson run in and attack the New Day, beat them up pretty bad, hit the Magic Killer. It was pretty good stuff. So we're going to probably get the Club, Anderson, and Gallows against New Day for the tag titles. I'm pretty sure we're going to get that at SummerSlam. Next we had more of the new Raw and the new era, because Neville was coming back next and returning to the ring and returning to Raw. Neville up against Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel is fucking irrelevant. The guy is like a ghost. It's like he's not even there. I mean, the WWE has fucked Curtis Axel up so bad. His character, they have fucked him up so bad. First they gave him Axelmania, then they gave him Paul Heyman. He won the Intercontinental title with Paul Heyman. And then they stopped pushing Axel. And then they put him in the fucking Social Outcast, so everybody cared about Axel even more. Nobody cared about the guy even less. I mean, nobody cared about him. So Axel, I don't know how they can ever build up Curtis Axel for anybody to care about the guy, because he's just been pushed, and how he's been handled has been awful. How they have handled Curtis Axel. The guy's a good athlete, the guy's a good talent, but nobody cares. Neville wins, hits a red arrow, 1, 2, 3, and bye-bye Curtis Axel. We'll probably see you on Superstars every week from now on. You might not be back on Raw. And I wouldn't miss you if you weren't ever back on Raw. Next, we have a backstage segment with Goldust looking at his phone and playing Pokemon Go again. This was pretty funny, but I mean, it got a little bit tiring. It was kind of stupid. That's the way they're using Goldust and R-Truth chasing Pokemons. It's pretty stupid, but it was kind of funny. So Goldust is playing Pokemon. He's, I believe, looking at the game. He probably wasn't even playing it for real, but he's acting like he's playing it. And then Darren Young and Bob Backlund are backstage near Goldust, and then Goldust says, like, "Are you a Pokemon? You're in my way for a Pokemon." And then Darren Young says back to him something like, "Oh, you're playing Pokemon Go?" And then Bob Backlund freaks the fuck out and snaps. It was pretty damn funny. Bob Backlund starts screaming, "What are you talking about? A Pokemon Go? You gotta get your head in the game. You gotta focus on winning the Intercontinental Championship. You gotta focus on getting a championship. Don't be talking about no damn Pokemon Go." So Bob Backlund snapped. It was pretty fucking epic. Pretty damn funny. And Goldust continues to play Pokemon Go throughout the entire Raw, as they show him again backstage. So after that, Bob Backlund screaming at Darren Young that he has to win a championship. We get a Finn Balor video hyping up how great Finn Balor is, showing a video of him. So that's pretty cool. Next now, it was announced earlier on the opening segment of Raw, Mick Foley and Stephanie announced that, "Charlotte, you will be defending your women's championship tonight against the number one contender, Sasha Banks." Sasha made Charlotte tap out at Battleground, so it made a lot of sense that Sasha gets her title shot tonight and not at SummerSlam. I was a little bit surprised that this women's title match was made tonight and not kept for SummerSlam, but I understand it. They did it because they were pushing the Raw after the draft as a new start, as a new Raw, stuff like that. So the Women's Championship was up next. Sasha Banks challenging the champion Charlotte. This match was the fucking match of the night. I would say that it was a women's match of the year on Monday Night Raw. It was definitely the women's match of the fucking year on Monday Night Raw. The WrestleMania triple threat, women's triple threat, that might have been a little bit better because Becky's in it, but this match was very good. 5-star match, tremendous women's wrestling match on Monday Night Raw. It was so damn fun to watch. It was great. I love women's wrestling. Big fan of it, big supporter of it, and this was damn good women's wrestling. Dana Brooke tried interfering, and then the referee threw her ass out. So Dana Brooke got tossed out from ringside, tossed out of ringside, and maybe Dolph Ziggler later would like to toss Dana Salad. I don't know if he's into that, but maybe he'll toss Dana Salad later. So Dana's tossed like a salad from ringside. The match continues. Sasha hits a dive through the ropes, and she took a brutal fall. She bent her head and back, got bent backwards how she landed. It was not pretty. Looked like she got injured a little bit. Glad she didn't get hurt more because she could have got really injured. But Sasha took a hard fall, but she was okay. After that, Charlotte hits a moonsault to the outside of the ring. Yes, she landed on her feet first on the outside and then took out Sasha, but still, it's damn impressive to hit a moonsault to the outside of the ring. That's like over 10 feet in the air. To land on your feet like that. I could definitely not hit a moonsault off a top rope to the floor. So, both great women's wrestlers, both are tremendous, both are absolutely in their prime, and both have great chemistry. Sasha and Charlotte, they had great chemistry in NXT in 2015. They had great matches, and at the end of 2014 is when I believe Sasha first challenged Charlotte for the NXT Women's title. Was at the end of 2014. I believe right after Christmas on NXT TV. That was a damn good match. So Sasha and Charlotte, their chemistry is way up here. It's through the roof. It's tremendous. This match was tremendous. It was great. And the finish was Banks statement, knees to the back, flips her over, Banks statement, but Charlotte gets her legs under the bottom rope. I actually thought the ref was going to ring the bell and say Sasha won and then hold up Sasha's hand, and then another ref come out and say no, no, no. Charlotte's legs were under the bottom rope, so Sasha does not win the title. Then I thought they were going to take the title from Sasha and give it to Charlotte. But I'm glad that didn't happen. So the referee breaks up the Banks statement because Charlotte's legs were under the ropes. So the Banks statement is broken up. Doesn't matter because Sasha was super motivated to win the championship. This was Sasha's destiny. It was her destiny to become women's champion this year. If it went to happen tonight, it would have happened at SummerSlam, I believe. So, another Banks statement. Another double knees to the back, flips her over. Banks statement pretty much in the middle of the ring, and Charlotte has to tap out. The crowd explodes. The crowd goes fucking nuts. And I yelled and I yelled and screamed and shouted at home watching. I was so fucking happy. So happy for Sasha Banks. She gets a sitting ovation. Sasha Banks, one of my favorites in the company right now. My number one favorite is Sasha Banks. Her winning the championship before SummerSlam is just a cherry on top. It's great. I was so happy for Sasha Banks, so fucking happy for her. I mean, I yelled and I screamed, and then Byron Saxton went in the ring to interview Sasha, said, "Sasha, how do you feel? Tell me how you feel right now. You're the new WWE Women's Champion. You're the new Women's Champion, Sasha." Before she starts talking, the crowd starts chanting, "You deserve it, you deserve it." I agree, she does. And then, before Sasha even starts talking, I started breaking down. I started crying. I was so happy for the hard work, the determination, the busting her ass. I was so happy for Sasha Banks to win the title and become the Women's Champion. I know it is all predetermined. I know that. Still, doesn't matter. Very happy for Sasha Banks to become the new Women's Champion. It was a great moment in Raw history. It's a great moment in women's wrestling history on the main roster. It's a great moment in the women's division, what Sasha did tonight, becoming champion. Great moment for women's wrestling on the main roster. Hopefully it continues and goes on and on and on, year after year after year. Hopefully we get great women's wrestling title matches on the main roster and pay-per-views and Raws and SmackDowns. So, before Sasha started talking, I told you, I broke down. I had tears running down my eyes, tears, water built up, and I cracked. I started crying. I was so happy for Sasha. It was her dream. She has said many times since she was 10, 11 years old, it's been her dream to be in the WWE. One of her heroes, one of her favorites is Eddie Guerrero. Eddie Guerrero definitely is looking down tonight, very proud of Sasha Banks. And if Eddie was alive, I guarantee you he would be proud of Sasha. All the fans of women's wrestling are very proud of you, Sasha Banks. Congratulations. You deserve it. You really deserve it. And I hope you have a successful, long women's title reign. So that was great. Sasha becomes the new women's champion on the new Raw. Up next we had, what did we have? Braun Strowman versus a jobber, and they actually interviewed. I think Byron Saxton went in the ring and interviewed this jobber. Why are they interviewing him? I don't know, but that was pretty funny. They interviewed a jobber. And then he gets destroyed by Braun Strowman. We all knew that was going to happen. That was pretty funny. Why they interview the jobber, I don't have a fucking clue. But that was pretty weird and funny. Up next, we had Enzo and Cash come out. Enzo's music hit. Crowd exploded. I need a drink here. Still, it's fucking hot as hell outside in Milwaukee. And the humidity's way the hell up still. So, I needed a drink. So, Enzo and Cash come out. Enzo does his promo. The guy's epic. The guy, as I said on my Battleground review, Enzo Amore is a fucking promo god. The guy's one of the best on the microphone. So Enzo and Cash against who comes out? The Shining Stars, Primo, and I think his brother's name is Epico. I don't really know or care. I know Primo's in the Shining Stars. So Shining Stars against Enzo and Cash. I don't really know if there's a winner here. All I know is Goldust comes out, gets in the ring, or is at ringside. Goldust is still playing Pokemon Go. It was ridiculous, but it was pretty funny. So Goldust interferes and playing Pokemon Go, trying to catch a Pokemon in the ring. I guess a Pokemon was waiting in the ring. Pretty funny that WWE did this to... It's a smart move by them to capitalize on the craze, on those absolute insanity of Pokemon Go. It's, I mean, the #1 game in the world that has been downloaded. No game has been downloaded more than Pokemon Go in the history of, I believe, Apple, or the Apple phones. So Pokemon's the #1 downloaded game. I have not downloaded it, and I will not. I don't have really time to waste playing Pokemon Go. I have no urge to play it. People that play it, good for you. I hope you keep having fun playing it. The only game I downloaded on my phone and that I still play is Marvel's Puzzle Quest. That's a great game. I'm addicted to it. But it's a great game, Marvel's Puzzle Quest. Download that. It's a pretty cool game. I enjoy it. So, Enzo and Cash are interrupted. The Shining Stars interrupted by Goldust and R-Truth, and Goldust trying to catch more Pokemon. So up next now, we have the main event. Finn Balor against Roman Reigns. The winner is the #1 contender for the Universal Championship at SummerSlam. The winner goes to SummerSlam to face Seth motherfucking Awesome Rollins. Finn Balor, Roman Reigns. This match was pretty good. In my opinion, Finn Balor carried the entire match. Reigns did his boring, stupid spots, his stupid Superman punch. He did his normal, boring routine that he's been doing for 2 years. He's not a babyface. Reigns comes out. The guy is really booed. Finn Balor was cheered like crazy. The guy is super over in his first Raw appearance. Roman is not over. And he won't be over as a face. Turn the guy heel at SummerSlam. I can see this happening. Roman Reigns interferes after the championship match for the Universal title, or Roman Reigns interferes and Rollins and Balor end in a DQ. Nobody is Universal Champion yet until the next Raw pay-per-view, which will be in September. And then you could have a triple threat for the Universal Championship. Reigns versus Balor versus Rollins. Hopefully Reigns doesn't interfere at SummerSlam to make the match go have a DQ. But I think Reigns should interfere at the end of the match and attack both of them, beat the crap out of them, and be a real full-fledged badass heel. And not talk on the microphone anymore. No more fucking tater tot promos. No more talking from Roman Reigns after he turns heel. Don't have the fucking guy talk. Not a good guy, not a bad guy. You're also not a guy that can cut promos, because you can't. I could cut a better promo off the top of my head than Roman Reigns. When the guy cuts promos, he looks unnatural, like he doesn't know what the hell he's saying. It's just stupid. So Roman should turn heel at SummerSlam. Full-fledged heel. And probably should get Paul Heyman as his manager, because that'll get him over more as a heel if you could have Paul Heyman talk for Roman Reigns after SummerSlam. Paul Heyman is negotiating a new contract with WWE. Hopefully they get it worked out before SummerSlam. But even if the contract isn't worked out, Paul Heyman will still appear at SummerSlam with Brock. But hopefully he gets a new contract so he can manage Roman Reigns as a heel and talk for the guy. Finn Balor wins. And he carried Reigns, in my opinion. Finn Balor wins with his finisher, the double foot stomp. I think that's called the coup de grace or something like that. He also hit the sling blade. It was awesome to see Finn Balor win. It was fucking awesome. Great way to end the new era Raw. Sasha Banks winning the Women's Championship was the highlight of the night for me. Up next was Finn Balor winning in the main event. That was another big, awesome highlight for me. So this ends my Raw review. The new era started tonight. Sasha Banks, new Women's Champion. Finn Balor, new #1 contender taking on Rollins at SummerSlam. That's going to be a fucking awesome match. Rollins versus Ballard. I've wanted to see that match for over 2 years. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. Hope you enjoyed my Raw New Era review. It was from Pittsburgh. The crowd was pretty weak in the beginning of the show, before, even during the first Fatal 4-Way. The crowd got better, but they were kind of weak in Pittsburgh. Hope you enjoyed my Raw review. Follow me on Twitter. You know where to follow me. Subscribe to my YouTube. Bye for now, everybody. Have a great week, and I'll review SmackDown Live tomorrow. I will be reviewing that. Bye for now. Hope you enjoyed this.